Welcome back to the WoT Pro League with me, Paul Radar Channel, and alongside me, Stephen Sneagle, or the Sneagle as they've been calling him in the chat. I like the fact that they've picked up on that little moniker for you. We've also got Joe Miller. Joe, don't call me Joe. Joe Miller. Miller. Too many Millers, maybe. In the house as well for social media. How you doing, Joe?
Doing great. Doing fantastic. I've just put up the second poll for today's second game, which of course is going to be Seven Sins versus MYM. So make sure you get yourselves over to facebook.com/WoT Pro League and vote for who you think is going to win. As I said, Tim Baverstock, make sure you message me. I hope you're still watching this one. I'll make sure you post it at the end. Send me a message. I'll make sure you get your code for that one. Let us know whether you're an existing or a new player so I can send you the right one. But you guys have the chance to win there as well. And I also set you the challenge of drawing with pen and paper an awesome tank. And I'm going to pick out the best 3 ones that get posted to facebook.com/WoT Pro League for some awesome codes. So basically, free stuff is what you get from me tonight.
Awesome.
That's great.
That's what we like to hear. Free stuff. More free stuff from Joe Miller coming up fairly shortly. But we also have the matter of an up-and-down game. We've already seen EPS retain their place in the WoT Pro League. Can MYM do the same thing? Well, they've got 7 deadly sins to overcome before they can get there. They're actually called 7 sins. I've just added the deadly bit in the middle. Who knows? They might well be deadly. They're going to go head-to-head next up. We'll do predictions in a moment. But just a little bit of a word about MYM first, because they've had, by all accounts, they've had a great season. And yet, somehow, here we are in the up and downs, and they've got to play in the relegation playoff. They were in the top 4 for pretty much the entire season. They must be so, like, just fed up with the fact that they finished outside the playoffs.
Yeah, like, I know the fact that they have to play a game now to stay in there after being one of the top teams all the season and actually losing by a few seconds. Not like they even won it. The game was kind of their win, and then losing in the last couple of seconds. It's got to hurt. Really hurt.
Has to hurt. Let's see how they bounce back then with game number 1. We are ready by all accounts to do the tank pickings. I think
they already started the tank pickings. They just went along without us.
Oh, they just went ahead and did it anyway. All right, let's drop you into the tank picks and go through them then. And as you can see on the left-hand side of your screen, MYM lining up like this with Ostat Bender, Winnie the Pooh, YR, Nick Lemos, Ronnie, and Delgado. They have, what have we got here? T69, T71, 2 T69s, 2 1390s, and a T1. And they've gone for a Bison. We're going to start things off on mines, but just single artillery on both sides. 7 Sins have gone for, okay, 2 T69s, the 1390, the WZ132, T2 Light, T52, and a Storm Panzer 2. As if that wasn't a mouthful enough. And we are ready. Are they ready?
We are ready. They seem to be ready. So, let's wait for the game to kick off. Teams are, well, they're more than ready. They want to start this straight away.
Okay.
First map of the day will be Mines.
Mine?
Italian village. Mine.
Oh,
yeah.
Hello. Look, he's into it. Yeah, map 1 will be on mines. Or, if you mix it up a little bit, Sneem.
What?
Sneem.
Sneem?
Snee. I know what's your favourite map.
The map used to be called Hill, so you can just call it Sneels.
No, I was making a play on your snee.
Yeah, so you call it Sneels. There was sneeze in there, and the old name was Hills,
right.
So Sneels.
But if you rearrange the letters properly, they actually, like now, because it's called Mines, it becomes I'm Snee.
Yeah, man. That's good.
And you're Snee.
I like that.
So therefore I thought it would be appropriate that it was your favourite map. Anyway, enough of such nonsense. We have
to restart.
Not going to get underway. My goodness.
Oh, no.
What do you know, eh? What do you know? What do you know, Joe?
Guys, you're going to have to vote again over on facebook.com/WoT Pro League because I unfortunately left the option open to everyone to create an answer. Which I was like, oh, I didn't click that. The first one which popped up was Magus in a T1. So it was a lot less offensive than I'd really expected to pop up there. But I've had to delete that one and make a new one. So apologies for that one, guys. But you've got a bit of time now. Meet Your Makers and 7sins going to be facing off in a second. Facebook.com/WoT Pro League, and I'll be giving out some bonus codes. And don't forget to draw your tanks and post them on there because I'm excited to see how creative or not you guys are.
Or not, as the case may be. Good guy Joe doing the work of social media Melly this week. If you wonder where Melly is, by the way, she's in California, having a bit of a holiday, sunning herself.
I was trying to
Holidays? What are they?
I don't know, mate. Don't know. Someone told me last week that apparently we have things called weekends as well. Don't believe them.
I haven't seen them for a while either.
Don't believe them. Don't believe them. Anyway, hopefully these two teams have sorted themselves out. Yes, they are ready. So let's do mines for a second time, and we are almost ready. Not quite ready just yet, but these two teams will go head-to-head for a place in the World of Tanks Pro League, and it will be MYM versus 7sins. 7sins coming up via the
A-Series.
A-Series, yes, not the Go4 League, so they were in the A-Series. Remember, the top three in both the Go4 and the A-Series both qualified for a place in the World of Tanks Pro League. Only the top team from the A-Series and the top one from the Go4 Cups this season managed to get automatically qualified and replace one SB piece of Visha. Can't even believe they've been relegated. And Lucky Karaki, who have both gone out of the league, both the Polish sides, of course. Alpha Squad, they'll be playing on Thursday to try and keep their place in the league, as will Asuba. Are you surprised to see those two in there? I mean, Alpha were a relatively new team in the league at the start. Struggled a little bit to start with, but...
I think it's fine at these two in there. I wouldn't have seen them on the offline finals, but also not on a relegation stop, because Alpha done really good in the A-Series before the first season started, and Isuba, that was doing really good on Go for What, so not that surprised. Oh, sorry, someone just got in my eye. Fine again. Are we ready? Oh, we have to wait for the German. We have got German casters on board as well today. Looks like he's not rejoining the room. Giving him 10 seconds.
Yeah. Doesn't look like he's coming back, does it? And unfortunately, we can't.
He's back.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Right, there we go. Good. Okay, so that should be it then. We can get back underway. For this opening map, we'll be on mines. We were talking about MYM as well. Who surprised you most this season?
Did we have that question?
No. Who surprised you the most? Who do you, in terms of where they finished? Yeah. Did it surprise you to see Virtus Pro running away with the league? That
was a bit of a surprise. Okay. I want to guess it will. They actually only lost their first game.
Yeah, and 21 wins in a row.
Yeah, and that's probably the first game was like, well, first game of the season. We had to try see what's going on here.
And they lost 3-0 to Spale.
Yeah, and every other game they won. So that's a bit of a surprise for me. Other surprise. Evil Panda Squad not being in offline finals. I think that's the first time that happened in ESL tournaments. That Evil Panda Squad is not one of them. Yeah. One of the teams qualifying. So that's a big surprise as well. And besides that, a bit of surprise that that Mousepulse managed to stick to the second. It's also
yeah, they were close to catching what are now Dignitas and were Synergy. And we're seeing a very similar strat here from 7sins as we saw earlier on, but they've only managed to get 2 tanks up onto the hill and then taken 3 towards the back right now. Ostat Bender taking up the position at the second rock. Sometimes we see them at the first rock. He's actually just perched behind here, as you can see him now. He's been spotted and is busy trying to lay down some fire up there to those 2 7sins tanks. Artillery being called in right now as well, and let's just see. We've also got Positive, who's behind the first rock towards the hill. So very unusual start for 7sins. Rushed into their positions. They've got 2 men over on the Lighthouse Island right now, although one of them's coming back to rejoin the two men in the Tier 8 tanks in that mid area. What have you got on the other side? The
other side is pretty much standard. You got the T-71, quite aggressive. That's not that standard, but you got one tank on H2, H1, just chilling around, keeping his eyes open, and around the middle you got the T-69s. Also just waiting for the opening. Wyatt, not sure what he's thinking of doing yet. Probably just waiting for the perfect moment. And also Bender is going to start pushing up the hill here. He has to watch out though, because there's one tank, one T-69 in the middle, and he's taking a lot of damage there, down to 725 HP.
Nicely covered actually by Seven Sins, because they've got one man to the back.
He's burning.
Yeah, well, he's had a bit of damage done here, and there's no fire extinguisher on board, I don't think. Oh, well, actually.
He has good crew skills, but he does have crew
skills to get rid of that anyway. But he's now going to have to disappear. That's a tricky little path to navigate, but he should be okay. Indeed, he is. I'm a little bit seasick down there. And he will now make his way back round to the side. He was in a really good position to cover off that Bender, making a move, but in the end, it's not worked out for him here, and not worked out for his teammates either.
He's taking a lot of damage down the run, down to 57 HP now as well. One more shot missing. And there comes the final shot from Ronnie and his T-71 on the hill, finishing off the first T-69.
Yeah, positives also over there as well, as Nick Lemos dies in the T1. And taking a lot of damage here right now. And Positive did take a single shell, but should be able to pick himself up a kill here. Over on the far side. No, he's missed that chance. That's interesting. I don't know how he's managed to miss that, but he has.
Delgado has a really strong position. He managed to take down the one tank. Now he has a chance to take down two other tanks. 139 should be an easy kill. The Chinese tank, he can be a tricky one, but in the meantime, the capping has started.
Yeah, we have got cap with double inside that cap as well. So Seven Sins are going to rush this one around here, and here they come. Round the corner they come. Two of them on towards Delgado, both ganging up on him here, but they've both taken a lot of damage. One down to 225, one down to 572 now, but Delgado's surely going to go down here. No, they missed the shell, and it does land another one. He's down to 29, but Ronnie and YR have both picked up a killer piece. Here comes a crash, brilliantly done, nice ram into Delgado. Will pick up that one, but he's not going to get any more out of this, surely. Ronnie's going to hold on. YR's going to hold on as well. Positive does pick up another one on the T-52, and it's now 4-3, but little health remaining on these Seven Sins tanks. Look at this. 68 for one, 29 on the other, and then just the artillery remaining. This is a matter of time for MYM, and here we go. Oh, missed shell from YR. The second one lands, and YR might just burn out here. And is he going to save? And Lee's going to... No, he's not going to go down in the end. The Storm Panzer II picks him up. The fire got put out with just 32 points of health, but it's now a 3 versus 1 with just the artillery remaining, and this is game over for Seven Sins in map 1.
Yeah, it's not looking good at all. The artillery's just driving towards the enemy tanks as well. I don't think he wants to waste too much time. Try to connect the shell, didn't work out, and then the final shot should come. Positive finishes it off, making it 7-4 in terms of tanks, and a quite convincing win for Meaty Makers.
Yeah, you know, nice and aggressive push there from Seven Sins, but it just didn't work out for them. I do want to point out that Ronnie in the T-71, a Tier 7 tank, picked up 3 kills, but look at his damage, 437.
Yeah, he was more of a kill stealer.
We call that a kill steal.
Yeah.
That's what he did there. But nevertheless, Positive coming in with 2 for 1424 and 1 from Ostat Bender for 1574. YR also picking up 1 in the middle of that as well. So there we go. Map number 1 is in the history books, and MYM lead 1-0. We didn't do predictions.
Even though you said at the beginning, before we do the predictions, oh man.
Do predictions.
Right.
So what are you going for?
I'll give you the first call.
No, I'll give you the first one.
It worked out good for me.
Yeah, that's why.
Go 3-1 again.
I'm going 3-0. Twice in the night.
Right,
so that's what we think. But what does the community think? What do you guys think? Joe Miller.
They don't think Joe Miller. They actually think MYM at this point. 52-21, so actually a closer affair than it was last time. People have also been busy drawing. We've already got a couple of cool submissions in for that. I actually sent you a link to one in Skype, Steve, that someone made. This was actually in referral to Paul's thing earlier on, which actually is quite amazingly done. actually,
Right.
and I think he could
Oh
possibly,
my goodness! Let's put this up on the screen.
possibly be a winner right
Let's
here.
put this up right now. Look, there we go. Whoa! That's not just a bronze statue. That's a lifelike representation in the Tate Modern.
That's Joe.
Underneath these very thick clothing that I'm wearing, I do in fact look like this, including the Red Cross and the 18+ down there as well. But that's the kind of creativity that I really want to see. We did have some more, which we actually asked for, which were drawing tanks. But I suppose you can just draw whatever you feel like, because that seems to be when the most creativity comes out. I don't know, Paul Challoner as a statue riding his favourite tank. I think that'd actually be quite a good one to go for. You might possibly win a bonus key if you manage to draw that accurately.
Sounds good. Sounds like a challenge. Looking forward to that picture.
Does sound like a challenge. A good picture of Joe. Well done. We'd like to see more bronze statues, if you don't mind as well. That's just a little challenge we're throwing out to you. So MYM 1 up. Fairly straightforward first map. I just want to go back to OM Injection earlier on. I thought they put up a good fight.
They did.
I mean, they weren't expected to beat a team of EPS's quality, but winning the second map showed they had the quality.
Winning the second map, on the third map on Abbey wasn't that much of a stomp, let's say that way. So they put up a good fight there, and in general, it was really nice.
What do you think they need to do to try and get into WoT Pro League Season 3?
Watch streams. Follow the pro teams. Next season, all the replays are going to be available as well for public. So you got learning material, see what they do, see the positioning, see especially the really small things like the T1 tank, reversing, all these kind of small differences. That's what they need to look out for.
Okay. Those of you also that probably heard a little bit of a karaoke at the end of the segment. Yes, I did used to be in NSYNC.
I don't even know why I come along to these if I have to listen to that kind of music. That was like, I should put that in my prerequisites to joining the show at the last minute. No crap music.
Oh, dear me. Right, anyway, we're glad you enjoyed that and spotted the little Easter egg that we put in there. We won't troll you again in the break with boy band songs, but we thought it'd be fun just for today, just because Joe was on the show and we know how much he loves those bands like Take That and Five and Backstreet Boys and NSYNC and... Trying to think of any other boy bands right now, but I can't.
At least you know that many. I know.
With that many. When you have a teenage daughter,
or when you're that old,
you've got to know them. Or when you're that old, yeah. I mean, boy bands back in my day were Duran Duran and Wham.
Paul's that old that he still counts the Beatles as a boy band.
Actually, I still count Tchaikovsky as a boy band. I'm that old. Anyway, moving swiftly on. Map number 2. We are, I think, ready almost for. Tank picks, let me just double check. Yes, we are. So let's drop you in there, actually, because tank picks have, well, they just got on with it.
And we got something special in this tank pick.
Don't care. So let's bring you the tank picks for map number 2, and we will go through them. And as Snee said, we've got something a little bit different.
You want to go through this?
No.
All right. So we got from MYM, we got a 50-100, 2 of them and 2 T1s, normal standard lineup. IS3, T69, also pretty normal, and the IS3. So really standard lineup from MYM. On the other side, though, from 7 Sins, we have a T1 IS3, so IS3 already caught really early. AMX 50-100 and a T69, standard. There's one pick I missed somewhere at the top. That's also a T1 and AMX 50-100 as well. So 2 50-100s in there, 2 T1s. And the final pick was a Chinese heavy tank, 110. So it's actually 110. There's no letters in front of it. It's just called 110.
Yeah, it's just a 110.
We've never seen that tank in the whole Pro League.
No, we've never seen it. I don't think we've seen it in any of the games or the ones that we've televised.
Nope.
So what do you know about it?
Not much. A strong heavy tank, but it has no special things about it. So it's similar to an IS3, I'd say. That's all I can say about it. And that's why I'm really looking forward to see how he's going to perform in 7-7, because I'm hoping that the team, while it's not even in the Pro League, shows the pro teams this tank is the tank, and it's going to pull off some miracle or something. And
it's come out on Himmelsdorf, as you've just seen. Map number 1 is the town of Himmelsdorf. And
number
we'll
2.
be underway in 5 seconds, huh?
Map number 2.
Map number 2. Sorry, what did I say?
You said map number 1. Map number 1 already finished. That was 1-0 for MYM.
Yeah, what was I on about? What a weirdo. Right then, here we go then. Map number 2 on Himmelsdorf, and is the amateur team about to show the pro the way? With a 110, we'll find out. And, okay, that's interesting. We've got 3 Tier 8 tanks heading towards the hill right now, all the way through the back. And no T1s. The T1s have both gone to the 2 and the 3 line, as they already spot an early IS-3 via Winnie the Pooh. Here come those 3 Tier 8 tanks, and they are going to head up the hill here. Now,
that's a good decision in my opinion, because the Tier 1, they get past before they get scouted anyway, so why do you need a T1 up there? You know, you could put it on the
speed.
other side.
I mean, speed, because you get up to this point already if you're in a T1.
But the T1 does nothing up there because you already have 3 tanks up there. So there's actually no need for the T1 to be there.
That's true.
It could be improved version from the Virtus Pro push.
Yeah, although they could just wait here, couldn't they? I mean, that's one of the options.
We can have a look at what MYM is doing on the other side,
yes,
because they already have their T69 up there, so they won't be able to get past there without being spotted. And the first shell did connect. That was a good shot from YR. He didn't see much of that tank. Still managed to get the shell on there. Good start for him. The remaining tanks, YR is backed up with one 5100 by Positive. Both IS-3s. You already saw one spotted at the bottom. The second one is right next to him on the 8 line in the Death Valley. And the last 5100 at the top left, just keeping his eyes open, making sure nothing comes cheesy.
Yeah, so on my screen right now, let's have a look at our first look at the 110.
And we have an IS-3 next to it.
And we do have an IS-3 next to it.
And they do look the same, don't they?
They do. Well, for mine, it looks much more like the WZ132. There's just a slight difference at the front. It's not. I mean, look at it. It's such a mean thing. Look.
Yeah.
It's got like one of those grumpy faces, isn't it? I mean, look. If you look at it, look, there's an eye there. There's an eye there, and it's the nose, and it's like. Ugh!
Could be a frog as well.
Yeah, it could be.
That's the animals, you remember.
We're back to animals again. Yeah, we've already had what we had this year. Ducks.
Ducks, animals. Frog now.
Frog. What was the other one?
Can't remember.
Whatever. However, the 110 in play, Chinese tank, heavy tank, Tier 8. Is it a viable option?
You'll see about that.
Going to see, aren't we? That's for sure. Right now, T1 doing some proxying, and Winnie the Pooh doing likewise on the other side. Our second T1 is in a more standard position along the 1 line over at EF1 right now. And meanwhile, up on the top of the hill, they have made a little bit of a push. Not a huge one, but now they've sent 2 tanks back down, just leaving the 69 up here on its own. And I wonder what's going on here. Let's go and check this out right now, just see where they're going. Oh no, they are coming back again. Well, I got excited there. I thought they might have been disappearing off to make an attack a different way.
They did actually push quite far forward. They went all the way up to E9, did peek around the corner, were spotted by the T69, so the T69 immediately backed off just to stay safe. But maybe I was just thinking they showed themselves, except we want the hill, right guys, hello, I'm here, and then try to sneak back and come back over the bottom line then. Maybe they took too much time and decided, right, this won't work out anymore, and just stick to the hill. But it did cause a kind of relocating on the sides of MYM, because they've got the other 5100, Delgado. He did join the team here. YR, Positive, and Delgado.
Looks like 7 Sins are going to make a push.
This time is perfect. Delgado just backed off. They'll be facing 2 tanks.
They're on the 0 line right now. I've not seen a team spawning south make a push like this before. No, they've seen 2. Spotted 2 Tier 8 tanks at the bottom of the hill, and there is no way that they're going to be able to go and push down there. But there is a T1 going towards the cap circle right now. So let's just see if we can spit.
He just got killed.
Yeah, I think he did get killed, so I'm not going to even bother trying to get to him. But early push dealt with. There was a 5100 at the back of that
well, this was important.
Cap circle.
This is important for YM, because they killed one Tier 1, and they have both their for MYM, sorry, they have both T1s on the left-hand side. If they kill the other T1, they could just drive through and start capping.
And they have taken a little bit more damage at the top of the hill. That 69 does take another hit. And I think this might well be the start of a retreat. Look at this, yeah.
Second T1 did get killed, so no, right, we have no time. We can't do nothing because if these T1s push, this is going to be our base dropping. And every single tank is falling back to the base.
Yes, you're right, it is. And do we have a push on the other side?
Not really. The IS-3s are slowly sneaking forward. Maybe they realise, okay, they might be backing off here, so this is our opportunity to start pushing forward. One eye is free. Also, Bender it is. Move forward to the next dirt pile. Get a nice cover. Seeing it right, nothing here anymore. And he might decide to go for the next corner.
4:45 remaining. Game 2. MYM winning the first one. And at the moment, 7 sins. Not looking so deadly. And instead having to do a little bit of defending here. 2 tanks back through the cap circle, just to flush anything out that might have come through the street. Nothing doing in there. And a little bit more damage done. Nick Lemos actually spotting will go down easily this time round.
And this was the message for MYM to push. They realized, all right, 2 tanks down the bottom left of the map. We can outnumber them easily. So both IS-3s, 5100 are pushing forward. AMX 5100 and a T69 coming over the hill. So they're coming from 2 angles here. And this could be a hard time for them.
This could be really deadly right now. Shot on the run there, not connecting this time round.
That T69 is dead. He's getting chased by the other T69, but he's going to drive right into 2 IS-3s. And here comes the first shot from WoT Bender, but he's getting backed up by 5100 here.
Oh my goodness, yeah, he's going to have a little bit of trouble right now as he goes down. There will be another one picked off by YR, and now all hell breaks loose in the 8th Street right now. The Ostap Bender will fall, and they should be able to pick up 2 quick kills here, one after the other. They do get the first one, but here come MYM around the corner. Look at this, 3 onto 1 right now, and 3 onto 1 means trouble. As far as you're a 7 sins player, he will surely go down. Well, there's another missed shell there, but they're just going to leave him right now. 26 points of health, there's nothing he could do, and will finally fall to the hands of YR. And our last 2 remaining tanks right now have an immense job to do, but they are single-handedly going to be able to take on Winnie the Pooh here. First shell lands, second one does as well. 1 apiece. They then have to back away a little bit as the little ramming comes backwards and forwards. Track's now destroyed, and YR is moving in for the kill like a shark hunting bait. Winnie the Pooh right behind him here. They should be able to pick up this one. They've both got very low health, though, so they won't want to too much problems as Winnie the Pooh. Look at this, like bit of a backwards forwards, and finally at point blank range, Positive will come in to pick up another one. Last man alive, downed and out, and MYM now lead by 2-0.
That's right. Really, and again, a nice drop by the IS-3s. The IS-3s are proving to be the tank on Himmelsdorf at the moment. 2.3k damage from Winnie the Pooh.
Yep.
On the other side, the top damaging tank was the IS-3 as well with 1.6. So really good job. T110, no, sorry, the 110 didn't do that much. Only 500.
No,
it's hard to
504,
tell.
but it picked up 1 kill. It's difficult to analyse whether 1 tank makes such a big difference.
Yeah, exactly.
And we'll find out from Joe in about 10 minutes from now what you guys thought of seeing that 110 in action for the first time. But for now, let's talk about the present time, which was 10 minutes ago for you, with Joe Miller.
Story time with Joe Miller. 3 minutes ago, we saw a massive fight going down. No, enough of that crap. We actually got some more questions coming out for this one. Since we got a little bit of time before the next game starts, one that I thought quite interesting as well. Other games, the meta changes every, let's say 2 to 4 months or something like that. For you in particular, Snee, like, how have you seen the meta of World of Tanks change over the last month?
Well, first of all, I like comparing 2012 with 2013, and it's a complete different game now, especially in esports. Like, what we saw for tanks, all the lineups were really heavy and really slow, and now you just have mega fast tanks or fast lineups, especially as soon as the T69 was introduced. So you don't just focus on the French tanks, you also got the T69 in there. Really nice how that's developing. And the next meta game change is actually around the corner.
Yeah, artillery is what's next. But for me, coming into this fairly fresh, I've seen it change throughout the season. Not massively, but just little tweaks here and there. I mean, the VK was popular on Himmelsdorf early on, first 6, 7, 8 weeks, and then I don't remember the last time we saw a VK on Himmelsdorf. They're very rare now. T32 has kind of come in and out of fashion. The Chaffee's had a little bit of a time in there as well. We saw the 110 tonight, which is a little bit different. Seen the IS-3 become more popular and not quite so dominated by the 5100s. But we've also seen the strategies change as well. We've seen, you know, Himmelsdorf has had some amazing strat changes through the season. We started it off start of the season, you'd always say T1, tier 8 tank, up the hill, spot from both sides, cancel each other out, we'll push somewhere else.
Yeah, so most of the push came with left-hand side.
Yeah.
The game has changed to the right-hand side. Today we saw again a bit of left-hand side action. Artillery changed a lot. It started off with big artillery, then more and more T2, tier 3 artilleries with like the artillery.
And then now we've
seen double, and sometimes even, I think the maximum what we had was 11 tier points in artillery or something like that.
Yes.
So there's so many differences happening.
It was even more than that, wasn't it? Didn't we have a Bison and a Lorraine in one game?
Yeah, that would have been only 9 points.
No.
I think we had once was a tier 6 and a tier 3
in there as well. I can't remember, but you're right. I mean, it's been changing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's changed across the whole season. Good question.
Solid question. Keep them coming, guys, in the Twitch chat. I am keeping my eyes peeled. And in terms of the drawing competition, I will give credit where it's due. Some of them are absolutely fantastic. However, some of them are quite clearly taken from Google.
Oops.
And it's pretty obvious to see some of them that are taken from Google, because you have not sketched what looks like it came out of Picasso's hidden works in the last 10 minutes.
You're saying that. There's a fan zone section on the Royal Tanks forum, and there are some sketches in there. They're just mind-blowing.
Yeah, there are some amazing ones.
And they are signed by the players as well. So they're signed on with their nickname. And you can see that they're drawn themselves, but I think in this short time, it will be quite tricky to do.
I think we need to add a new rule into this one, just to weed out those obvious Google World of Tanks drawing and actually posting them. I want to see WoT underscore, no, wait a minute, ESLTV underscore WoT at the bottom, and WoTProLeague.com signed at the bottom of your picture, so that I know you're not cheating me. Or you can just write Joe on the tank, as some other people decided to do for this one. But I'm just preparing you for DreamHack. I won't be there, but we are going to make sure that we have another competition, and we're going to find out which of you is cool enough to have a tank tattooed on your forehead.
Wow.
And for that, you will get a new player card, which will give you 7 days of premium. So enjoy your tattoo.
Nice.
A real tattoo?
Yeah.
A real tattoo.
A real tattoo as well. Okay.
I'll buy him a 1 year premium if they do that. Oh,
you heard it here first. 1 year's worth of premium. If you come to DreamHack with a real tattoo of a tank on your forehead.
Yeah.
You have no idea how crazy the Swedes are, do you?
I'll find out at the DreamHack, won't I?
Yeah, you definitely will. DreamHack is just around the corner. 13 days away, in fact, until we see the culmination of a season-long battle in Season 1 of World of Tanks Pro League. We're about to get underway for map number 3 right now. Tank picks have completed, so let's quickly go through them for you right now. The 7 Sins team will line up with 2 T1s, a T69. Oh, hold on. Let's restart that.
They're all right.
Yeah, T69, 2 T1s, 2 69s, 2 1390s, and a bit of a difference
An object 261.
in artillery. I've not seen the 261 artillery. It's a tier 8 artillery as well, so it's a beefy old bit of kit. Does a monstrous amount of damage, but we haven't seen the object 261 in play through any of the games that I can remember.
No, we haven't.
No. On the other side, a much more standardised sort of setup if you're on airfield with the Lorraine artillery, 3 1390s, T1, T2 light, and a T69 to top us off. So there we go. Let's get underway for map number 3. It's airfield.
That's right. That object beast there is an artillery. It's crazy because you got different types of artillery. You got the T92, that's a tier 8 artillery. It's more of a splash damage beast. The object is more of a penetrating beast. So if that tank hits a French tank or any of these tanks on the other side, it's going to be a one-shot. And pretty much 90% is going to be one-shot. So if you connect shells, it's going to be good. But on the other hand, it's 8 tier points. Kill that tank, you got the lead.
Yeah, he also shut down absolutely everything there is for them. Early pings going off around about E7, E8, E9. So let's just see. We'll start off with the artillery while we wait for some action to deploy. And you can look at the gun turret. It's just absurd.
It is a big tank.
It is a big old artillery tank. Look at it. Absolutely beastly. As the rest of the tanks roll out into their positions. And
it has a good sound as well.
yes.
It sounds a bit like a battleship shooting. Or some of the even better, but it is a powerful tank. Looking at the beginning, doing a good job, taking down this village, just getting rid of all kinds of cover. If it comes down to a cap race or any kind of sneaky cap, there's nothing going to be in the way to actually decap this.
That's interesting. They're using both the T1s to clear out the village and completely flatten it. I mean, there is going to be nothing left. You might as well have dropped a nuclear missile on this town and blown it to smithereens, although they have left the washing up on the line, so that's good.
You don't want to be too nasty. You can destroy the house, but you don't destroy the washing. Come on, that would be a bit mean. On the other side, I did get to spot one T1 and a T69 in the base from MYM. But nothing dodgy yet. But that T69 has to watch out, because if the artillery hits him, he's going to be history. He is hiding behind a mosque at the moment. We should let him stay safe for now. The T1 Ronnie was doing a bit of the same. Didn't destroy that much though, but did clear a bit of cover. Remaining tanks got the T2 light up on the airfield, being ready to spot any kind of push, and the remaining tanks just sitting around the middle area. One near the hill, the other one's on a standard position.
There's a little bit of a risky move going on here for Seven Sins. They've got this Tier 8 artillery making its way towards the... Oh, actually, well, I thought he was going to go over to the far side. This area around here is a common spot for artillery.
He's not fast enough. He
no,
can try
I was going to say, if he was going to go across there, that would be very risky. So.
Yeah, especially they don't know where the T2 light is. And yeah, he could be caught off guard, and that tank is dead straight away. He's not fast enough to dodge any Lorraine shell, and that'll be the 8 tier points difference then.
Indeed. So all quiet so far on airfield. Map number 3. MYM already 2-0 up. Are they going to fulfill the prophecy of 3-0? Or can Seven Sins get themselves back into this game?
Thing is, usually if you have a tier 8 artillery, you think you want tier 8 down, but the other side has a tier 7 artillery, and you just like, instead of taking T2 light, as you said before. So, but this beast, it can one-shot any of these tanks, and that's a problem for MYM now. As soon as they peek out one tank or it gets spotted, and one shell hits this tank, it's done then, and then outnumbered again. And that's why MYM is going to play this one slowly. Did get to spot 11390 up on the runway, but it should be okay for now.
Yeah, they also spotted YR in the mid, which worried them a little bit. There was an immediate reaction from the 69. Let's move back into a more defensive position here. The
One
other
artillery
69 over the far side. Sorry, Stephen.
One artillery shell did go towards Nick Lemos, took down the trees, but Nick Lemos is fine for now. That's just about it. What happened in action size of MYM. Tanks still rolling around trying to get a nice angle. Got the 1390 up in the middle. Did get to spot the 1390 on the other side again, which is the same one. So I don't know how many tanks are behind them. They only know, all right, we've got one 1390 here. Where's the other one? Or where are the other ones?
Ooh, that's bad news. Lot of damage there. That was over 50% of his health now gone off that T69, off that 1390. T69 just sitting behind him right now. And as you can see, artillery aimed for the opposing members' cap circles right now. That T1's ready to spot anything over on the ruins. Nothing doing so far from him. And the other T1 over the other side by the runway. Quiet start to the game, though. Has to be said.
That's right. We got this kind of standard airfield again. 5, 6, sometimes 7 minutes, just rolling around, finding out what's going on.
You say again, but I'm pretty sure OM Injection gave us an airfield to remember in the last game.
That's why, like, we're going back to normal. We had the OM special tactics, what actually turned out to be really good. And now we're going back to the ordinary, even though the lineup's a bit quite new with an object in there. But yeah, just waiting for the tanks to do the damage here. I think
did OM spawn on the west, by the way?
No, they actually spawned on the east. Yeah.
First team of the season to win from east. Red Eye's wrong again.
Alright, and so at the moment, kind of no movement at all from MYM. Alright, 39s are slow, slightly moving bits.
They've actually repositioned the artillery though, look.
It did go for it.
It did go for that far side and has managed to get across there without being spotted either. Nick Lemos is going to be spotted. Now, is this going to be a single shot? There is already Winnie the Pooh picking up the first one of the day. It was a T1, so no big deal in terms of tier points. Here comes the single shot from the artillery in that Object 261. No damage done.
Killing that T1
is the T2 light that's along the runway.
That's right, but killing that T1 is quite good in terms of if you lose a tier 8, you haven't lost yet, because that's the biggest worries here, because that artillery can one-shot at tier 8. If they do so, probably going to start camping then and get the rematch.
Wow, where did that come from? No idea. Don't think he had no idea either. I certainly didn't. And T1 continues to smoulder away. He's dead. Delgado picks up another kill. So both the T1s are gone now. That's lost them all their scouting opportunities.
That's right, and that leaves the whole south side open for them. Thing is, will MYM realise that they won't have anything down south, or will Seven Sins think, okay, our south is open, we can't hold it, it's our time to push? Delgado is slowly going back up that hill, trying to find out if he gets spotted or not. He won't get spotted.
Well, this is a bit risky right now. Look at this. Here we go with the 1390 out in the open area. He's been spotted by Stat Bender, who can't land the shot on the run, though. Nick Lemos is round the other side here, so they'll proxy these two over by the rock. Another shot comes in from Positive right now. They're going to have to try and move in here, and YR is already down to 654 and is now going to return some fire. So these two are busy proxying. Let's switch over to the middle right now, as YR has taken a whole heap of damage. Now they're going to lock one down on the side here, but here comes Seven Sins behind Positive. Lands the first one and the second one, down to 110. Third one will blow to smithereens. And nicely done. They've got two of them down there. Nick Lemos has gone, and so too has Positive. And now they have a brief glimpse at victory here. They have lost 3 men, and a base capture has begun as well.
YR's taking a lot of damage. He's down to 409 HP, so he can be killed pretty fast. That will be the 8 tier difference they need. But as you said, the base is being captured. T1 is in there, but if you can recall the beginning, there's nearly no cover at all in this cap circle.
Yeah, there is virtually no cap circle cover whatsoever. They're into the base again to try and clear out one. And there is some artillery. I was just looking back at the artillery as they look down him. They haven't spotted him yet. Finally they do. And Ronnie is going to get himself out of there. Very nicely done indeed by Ronnie, because he came out on the north-facing road. They both went into the south. And Ronnie now disappears from the spotting screen. Danger is cleared with 1 minute and 43 seconds to go. And looking at the tier points right now, it's not enough to win the game.
MYM is now on the move. They are pushing forward. Delgado is leading the charge here, backed up by YR. He's not that good on HP, so he has to watch out. He can't go first. He has to let Delgado go first. Artillery has been spotted, and there comes a shot into YR. Good, though, that it was YR who took the shot, because that could have been a one-shot on Delgado and finish him off, and there would have been 2 tanks dead then.
Yeah, there was a little bit of damage. I thought there was going to be some damage, but no, the cap has begun again. They haven't got enough time, though, unless they get an extra one in there. And Delgado and Stat Bender now firing off towards him. And Winnie the Pooh picks up the kill onto the object. So the Tier 8 artillery has now gone down. And now they're in a position of losing this game. So they've got to get back here. 49 seconds remaining. Not enough time to get the cap completed. But it's actually still a draw.
It is. And Seven Sins know the time isn't enough. So they think, well, let him cap. We don't care. We don't need to push back here. But now also Bender is coming around the corner, trying to come from a weird angle, actually, going over the hills. Didn't manage to, but he has spotted them, so the artillery can do some damage.
This would be really risky for them, because they've got 3 of them holding on here, and Stat Bender's going to go for this. Well, I guess he might as well. They've got some backup. Delgado's there as well. 20 seconds remaining. Can they pick up one? They can! They've taken down the AMX 1390. 2 of them now waiting in there. The T69 drops as well. The second one is going to fall surely. A little bit of damage done, but now Delgado's low. He goes down with 4 seconds remaining, and it draws it back up again. Amazing end to the game, and Delgado just needed to live for 3 more seconds, and they would have ended up as the winners. As it is, we end with a draw.
If Delgado, if they didn't realise, they pushed their T1 forward as well, and he got killed. So if Delgado would have stayed alive, it was only 7 tier points difference.
Yes.
So even they would have survived, they screwed their own game by pushing out T1 as well. But since he died anyway...
Heat of the moment stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, when you're trying like that, it's actually... Oh,
probably T1, yeah, but I want to join the fight. I want to kill something as well. And no, you're not allowed to play.
No. But we've seen already the effectiveness of T1, so we don't even question whether they're in their lineup. So a draw, a very exciting draw on Airfield. We do get these occasionally, and we'll now get back into Airfield again. But let's just double-check and make sure that they are both OK with the same tanks. Otherwise, we'll have to go through picking again. Looks like MYM are definitely going to use same tanks.
Yeah, they don't feel like they need changing.
I do wonder, though. Oh, well, 7 Sins are saying yeah, so nothing wrong with their lineup as far as they're concerned. And we should be able to get back underway any moment now. It's a good time to check in with Joe, actually, just before we head back live. What's occurring, Mr. Miller?
Not a lot. Everyone really excited right now, at least what they're watching, because, of course, we are 10 minutes ahead of you. So I feel that's actually just started for you guys, technically. But, yeah, it seems like everyone having a lot of fun here today. I have to say thank you for everyone that's joining us. We are up to about 4,000 viewers right now. And don't forget, you can win more codes basically everywhere on the internet these days. Twitter.com/WoT Pro League, Facebook.com/WoT Pro League. I'm giving some out there. And also our tank drawing competition. I still see a sneaky couple coming through, which are obviously from Google. Don't forget to actually sign them with WoT Pro League and also ESLTV_WoT. So we know that you've actually drawn it right now rather than just taking it from Google.
Probably
try to win codes.
Probably only the top drawings would need it, because there's probably some drawings in there you see that draw themselves.
Exactly, and that's basically the way that I'm finding out now who's drawn it now and who later, because the ones that have got coloured backgrounds and everything, obviously not done right now. But I think we're about to get away. I can hear the ticking going on.
You can hear the ticking going on. Thank you very much, Joe. So let's drop you into game. It is a rematch on Airfield, incredibly. We are 2 up to meet your makers already. And they just need this third one, and they'll be confirmed as playing in the World of Tanks Pro League Season 2. Or can 7 Sins make an incredible comeback? Well, they showed us that there are no easy pushovers on Airfield.
That's right. They've done a good job there. They even managed... There was quite... In some situations close to winning, other situations. And again, this is a good thing about Airfield. You got ups and downs. One team can be looking... They could be looking in good shape, and then the other team just starts catching up. So, really good job from 7 Sins here, and now they have a second try to prove that they can actually win this map.
So, similar setup to last time, although this time they're going to leave the artillery at the back of the cap circle. The one of the T1s is busy destroying the village, whilst the other one has headed out towards the airfield with a whole company of tanks out there. What's MYM doing?
And they won't be facing much. Only the T2 Lloyd is heading towards the runway. Pretty much standard again. Nick Lemmo's going in the exact same position. Spotted early, really early, by the AMX 3090. And there comes out to the shell, just misses him by a bit. And now he's got his nice safe position. All the other tanks are a bit spread around the map, staying quite safe. But this AMX 3090 is taking quite a bit of damage from also Ben in the middle. He might be able to connect another shell. Let's have a look at his angle. Artillery shell also flying over
nice.
there.
Yeah, that did a whole ton of damage on him, actually. And he's down to 823 here, buried inside the rockery. And just a proxy spot across the other side to Nick Lemos. Now, is he going to move or is he going to go? Oh, they both play a little bit of chicken with each other right now. That's interesting, because usually over this far side, you would push a T1 or a T250, or even a Tier 2 light if you've got it, over towards this way. It's unusual to see a 1390 this far over and this far advanced, but it does give him a numerical health advantage, as it were, over the T2 behind him, who's only got 150 health.
The problem is what he has now.
I mean, he could just pop round the corner and kill him, but then he'll get spotted, and then presumably the artillery will strike.
That's the thing, and that's one Tier 8 again taken up by T2. Like we see this many times on mines, and now we actually see it here on Airfield, because he can't get out there. As soon as he backs off, the offside men in the middle, his 39 is going to deal a lot of damage. And he can't stay there that long either, because the Lorraine artillery, as we can see right now, is trying to get a better angle on him. Looks like he's got it, and if we quick flick screens...
Ooh!
Just missed.
Not quite. Just landed on top of the rockery. You can see the blackened impact of that, and I think that will be his chance to move now. Now he's had the artillery to come around, and then does get in the kill, and dear, well, he took a little bit of damage, and is down at 52%, but that's okay. Still 2 shots away from going down fully. There's another one, though. Artillery does land a little bit more, down to 326 now. I think, well, blind shots or not.
It was good because he killed the T2 Light. He took some damage, but he's not spotted anymore, so he can survive. Because the artillery doesn't know, is he still there or is he moving? No, knocking down the trees. He gave away his position again. Not sure about that. But in the middle, we have a push on Osterbender.
Yeah, we do have a push.
There's a bit of trouble here from behind. We've got two T69s around the middle. We've got a 30-90. Also, Osterbender thinks, all right, screw this. I'm just going to go out of here because I don't know what's going to happen. Let's go for the safe side.
Interestingly, if he goes up where he's looking right now, there are 3 tanks at the top of that hill. There they are. One backing away is the 1390s. Just going to leave those 69s on their own. And just try and spot from the hill. So just a single one down so far, Nick Lemos. It's a 2 tier point battle at the moment.
That's right. Also, Bender did manage to get up the hill again. Got a nice little ramp here on his right. Just drive her up there. Some damage being dealt to the T69 in the middle. And he should be backing off now as well. Yes, watch out. One more artillery shell that could finish him off. And here comes the next shot from the big object, as we could just hear. But no damage dealt. Oh, actually, saying no damage dealt, YR's down at 220 HP here. So he took a big shot there as well. Who's splash damage? Yeah, it looks like splash damage because I can't see no penetration hole on this tank.
There's a little bit of an odd sort of push here from Seven Sins. Oh, well, just as I say that, they lost the T1, who, unfortunately, was the wrong side of that rock. Came through here, stopped just there. Would have been absolutely fine just there, although I'm still not entirely sure what he was doing. But there was not a good position because they had a man perfectly line that one up. And he now bites the dust. So they've lost a tier 1. Okay, it's not a big deal, but in the grand scheme of things, it's shut down their push down the runway strip.
That's right. Object tried to return a favour, shot a shell towards YR, but YR was on top of it. He knew, right, I'll kill this tank, he's going to try to kill me. So let's move a little bit. Got out the splash range and has survived. 220 HP left on YR, so he's not that healthy anymore. He has to watch out if he does want to join a push. He's got to be the last tank doing so. The other tanks, they are around the middle, and looks like they are kind of gang up for a push here. T69 still in the base. I don't know what he's doing there. Quite defensive. Just sitting there on his angle, on the hill. I think he's aiming towards this area where the enemy team can push up around the hill, and that's where he gets some first shots off, but that won't happen for a long time. Right
now, Seven Sins have got a push going on. This 1390 is somehow managed to go all the way down the runway. It's a fully healthed 1390 as well. And he's now going to flank round towards the cap circle. There's another 1390 behind him on the runway strip, who's also making his way down there, and again hasn't been spotted. So they've managed to get 2 down the back here.
They just miss each other. YR just went above the top part, and he just drove right around him. Why that AMX 39 drove around the bottom? Now he's thinking,
uh-oh,
damn it, what happened here? And he's just driving through there.
Wow. Do you know what? They saw one as well. Positive was spotted on the screen, but it doesn't seem to matter. What on earth is he doing? That's really weird.
Oh, they tried to shoot down the over 3090 up the hill. YR just came around to flank him, but there's still one tank just drive through. And they're trying to take down YR. First shell did bounce. YR has to watch out here. He's a one-shot. He has to wait for his friends to join the fight. Doesn't want to take this one on his own. And we see over there in the cap circle, his friends are coming. Delgado, Positive, and Osterbender all over the cap circle. We're going to take the long route. This might give him the chance to retreat.
Oh, beautiful shot there from that 1390. He's going to land a second one. But then he's coming under pressure here. YR's now going to fire this one off. He's got a very tight, acute angle to fire this one off. Doesn't quite land there. And instead, the Seven Sins flag gets away, but I don't think he's going to go away for long. Look at this. 2 hunters come storming down the hill, and at the run, Delgado and Osterbender, he's desperately trying to get away, but not going to be able to make that one. And this one now looks like it's in favour brilliantly here of MYM. They have a massive tier point advantage. It's a 5 versus 4, but it's 5 of the big tanks remaining against 3 of the big tanks on the other side. They have 3 tier 8 tanks against MYM's 4 tier 8 and Tier 7 artillery as well.
It's not looking good for 7 Sins at all. That T69 up on the hill did take a lot of damage. One is still on full HP though. He can do a lot of damage, but Ostap Bender himself also on full HP. And Positive looks quite healthy too. T1 is getting taken down from Delgado. He's his side shut down now as well. So there's no way both tier 8 normal tanks are, and the artillery is not such a big deal.
Oh my goodness, that was so close. The first one does go down. They've also lost artillery here. The last one, and the last one alive will be the artillery. And, well, it's a suicide mission, nothing more right now. And what a disappointing way to end the game. MYM, clinically efficient this evening, are going to win this one by 3-0 after a single draw on Airfield. And MYM will retain their place in the World of Tanks Pro League right now. As you can see, this Object 261 is not only an object in name, but an object in desire as far as MYM are concerned, because he is the last man alive and is destroyed by YR as as Winnie the Pooh goes down at the same time for some team damage.
I think he tried to find out how far he can drive into the sea, because he was all the way out there in the river.
Okay, fair enough. So YR with 3 kills, Ostap Bender with 2, Delgado with 1, and Winnie the Pooh with 1. And that confirms, ladies and gentlemen, that you will be seeing MYM back, retaining their place in the World of Tanks Pro League Season 2.
That's right.
3-0. I got that one right. It's 1-1 tonight.
Oh, damn it. We have to find something else how to finish this one off. But to finish off this game, Winnie the Pooh, he's one-shotted the full HP T69 on the hill. So it's a good way to finish off the game, finishing with 2.5k damage. Nice artillery action there.
Yes. Always like a bit of arty.
We do.
Talking of arty, you guys have been arty out there. Hey, do you see what I did there?
That was a good one.
That was good, wasn't it? Smooth links. Joe Miller.
Thank you, Paul Red-Eye Challenger. So, yeah, you guys have, in fact, been busy. A few of you even revising your art just to, you know, prove that it is actually yours and you've just not stolen it from Google. Actually, Stephen's going to bring them up so that we can show a few of them because, well, my little laptop here is just not connected to the internets for that.
Where can I find them?
Facebook.com/WoT Pro League. I'd have thought you'd get that by now after all these weeks. But, you know, who am I to judge? And a congratulations to the winner, who I've already picked out of the poll from that last game. And I decided to pick a challenging name this time, rather than Tim Baverstock, who was kind of easy to get out. Congratulations to Sedemir Sida Stanivukovic. Yeah.
Joe Miller.
That's what can happen if you've got a cool name. Sometimes my eyes are drawn to it for that one. So congratulations to you. I already picked 3 winners over on Twitter as well, which actually all 3 of you, which was Jamiwa, Alex Ninjamo, and Oizo Power, who already are all existing players, taking 3 codes from that. So make sure you follow us on Facebook.com/WoT Pro League and on Twitter.com/WoT Pro League for the next week, because we'll be constantly giving out free stuff on there as well. Did you manage to find the drawings, Steve?
There are actually some sick drawings in there.
There are some very good drawings in there. We should show some of them and actually pick out 3 of them.
Let's show some on the screen right now, just as you flick through them.
So you got this one.
Okay.
Probably this was one of the Google pictures you was guessing, right, Joe?
No, that one's a real one. Look, it says at the bottom.
But he had it. I just noticed he had it once without writing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so this is quite cool.
This is a winner.
I like that one a lot. I think that one should get a code.
Let me just get out of there.
By decree of the WoT Pro League show, that one gets a code. Hello. What are you doing?
There we got this
one.
Oh
my goodness! Like
that looks a tank. Like that's how I draw tanks.
Okay. That looks like a ferry
across the Mersey.
Carrying a spaceship.
All right, so you got that one.
Okay.
Got a nice Tiger P.
With small tracks.
They are.
But have you noticed, this guy is obviously a cool dude from the hood, because he has smaller ones at the back and big ones at the front. It's like, yo, dude, that's how I roll.
I think he wins one as well. So
yeah, okay, so that's 2, and then this one. Look at this one.
This is actually.
I don't believe
that one.
I'm not believing it.
No, that WoT is drawn on with paint. You can see that.
No, it's not just that. Just look at the quality of it. And then at the bottom where it says WoT comp. But if you look on Photo Bucket there should be actually a date when it was posted as well, which, I don't know. That's not passing Joe Miller's authenticity test.
I can like.
No, but that WoT doesn't.
Do you know how to
like
check and see if that's actually in Google?
You stick it into Google reverse image search.
Go into, open a new tab up. Right, let me.
We're going to expose cheaters live on air.
Live on air. Do google.com, and then go to the images. Click on images.
Yeah.
Images. Now go back to the other tab. Click in the image, but hold it down and drag it to the other tab.
All right.
No, what are you doing?
I'll click in the image.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, click in the image.
Click in the image, but hold your mouse button down when you do it.
That's it.
No. Go back, because you haven't selected it. Right. Hold it down.
I am.
No. All right. Let me. God, this is so awkward.
Amateur hour.
I know, right? Dear me.
Oh, I could have done that.
Yeah, well, you can't drag it for some reason.
You see, it
No,
wasn't.
he's
it wasn't,
right. You can't actually drag it, so that's a bit weird. Okay.
Can't you just copy image location?
Well, yeah, possibly. Let's try that. Golden Bennett. No, see, that's not going to work. I don't know. That fails badly. I don't know. It's broken. But you can do that. I don't know why it doesn't drag. But anyway, we're not sure about that one. That might have to go to an adjudicator. But we do have two of you winning things.
We've got more pictures.
And we do have more pictures. About anything else, Joe? Just while Stephen's breaking the computer.
I'm just saying that last picture was posted on an account that has a name in it, and it's a different name to the person who actually posted it on Facebook. Rumbled. So...
Detective Joe.
There was another one there as well from Alexander Layton, which was a couple down. Have we got some more to show?
We have got this one.
This one is obviously not.
It's cut off. Something's cut off at the bottom there as well. So I'm not sure what was written down at the bottom.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that one. But if you do it good, it's a good thing that we're doubting it because it means you're really good at it. We got this one. We love ESL TV WoT.
Is that a submarine tank?
It's a TOG.
It's a TOG. It's a Russian tank. And do you know the thing what we didn't pick up? The last game between WoT Pro and Synergy, because they had nothing else to win, they done 7 TOGs versus 7 TOGs. And this tank is so slow.
Did they really?
Yeah.
And we missed that.
And this tank is so slow. That will be probably the slowest game we ever streamed. But it looks good.
Isn't it a premium tank, a TOG?
Yeah.
You should definitely buy it, guys. It's worth it.
No, it isn't. You got here, nice Hummel.
Yeah, nice Hummel.
Oh, and this is the same guy. But look at
but look, it's the same picture.
No, but that means
no, it's the same background.
Yeah, is it?
But I'm not going for 10 minutes. You've managed to draw that
twice, 2 times with the same background.
Yeah.
You know, it's, hang on. There was a drawing competition on the World of Tanks page.
Yeah.
And this is probably what he's pictured draw. And then
anyway, cheaters aside. Well done, everyone.
This one was actually awesome as well.
All right.
But the same guy, his name was, wait a minute, Alexander Layton. Brilliant drawing. I actually didn't believe it at first, but he actually signed it afterwards. But he's already won a code on Twitter.
Okay.
So.
What execution wall for my students who cannot use apostrophes properly? And the apostrophes haven't been used.
That's a harsh teacher then. Don't want to be in his class.
English teacher, professor, I don't know, but whatever.
I don't want to be in his class.
Yeah.
I know that for sure.
I don't want to be in his class either, but he has drawn a really cool washing machine firing at a wall.
That's a Sherman.
Don't be that nasty.
That's a definite M4 Sherman right there.
Yeah, which is rubbish, so it'd never be able to hit the wall anyway.
You know, England did
use
Sherman as well.
Have
you played? No, have you played the English tank? We've had this before.
Well, it's the American
Sherman's American.
Oh, no, you're
but
right,
the English did use it in the Second World War, though, so you have to have a bit of pride. Come on.
Really?
It's a good tank.
Okay.
England used it.
Gets used to all the time.
So.
Okay, fine. Thanks. Stop sending everyone blind. You're just rotating
go
through
back.
stuff.
There was another one.
Okay.
Yeah, that one.
This one?
That one?
Oh, because there's Joe on the side.
Oh, look, it's a Joe Elephant tank.
Actually, it does look like an elephant with wheels.
That's very nice. I like that.
So did we actually pick 3 then?
I want T59, please. No, you can't have the 59.
Everybody wants the Type 59.
Yeah, it's gone. Limited edition.
Yeah, you can't buy it anymore. You can win it every now and then, but not in this competition.
Right, so we've got winners, yes?
Joe gets to pick them.
Joe's going to pick them.
So,
Joe will pick them.
Wait a minute. So there was that awesome one that we said I would drive, that one, which was from Dominic Feller. That one.
I like it.
So Dominic Feller is a winner.
Lovely. Winner,
job,
winner,
Dominic.
chicken dinner.
Good job, Dominic. You have won a point. So, next one.
What other one do you want?
Come on, Tim. That one. I like that one.
Just because it's the hood tank.
Yeah.
It's in the hood.
Who drew this
Rolling
one?
down my road.
This one was drawn by... So I'm going to kill this name again. WoT Donk. It's a brilliant name. I wish I was blessed with a name like that and not Miller. Joe Donk. That'd be awesome. So that's another one. That one's a cheat. I'm still not believing that one. Get that one away. We've already got that one. That one's a cheat. That we've already given a point to.
That one has a heart in it.
Yeah.
I like that one.
I think we'd go for the Joe Elephant tank.
Yeah, the Joe Elephant tank.
I like that.
I already shot that one, though.
Actually, you know what? Let's give one to the Tog guy as well.
Yeah, let's do that.
So, Joe Elephant and the top guy because of the hearts there, and he likes ESLTV.
Exactly. Georgi Nikolov was the Tog. And, oh, wow. I don't know if I'm going to actually even try that one. Gregor Shumilinsky. Good job, man. You did a great job with that one, with the Joe Elephant tank. I don't even know why I'm trying to write your name down, because that's going to take a while anyway. But, guys, thank you very much. If I've actually got any codes left, then I think I'll just give them away in Twitch chat by the end. Although I think we've pretty much just given everything away with that one. If we did just call out your name on your tank drawing, please send the facebook.com/WoT Pro League a message and tell us if you're existing player or a new player so I can send you the right code. And any that are left over, we will come to later, I suppose, and give out to the remaining of people. Because I think Melly keeps a secret stash of leftover keys that she doesn't give away at the end of the show. But I'm not stingy like Melly,
no, I think
and I'm going to give them out.
What's happened is you've come along and you've basically opened up the social media cupboard and then gone, what's all these codes? How are these all still in there? We've been doing it all season. So well done, Joe Miller, for cleaning out the social media code cupboard and bringing them in so that you guys can benefit for some premium stuff.
Look, he didn't look in my cupboard.
Let's not go there. And a good time to end the show on. My thanks to Joe Miller for stepping into the shoes or the boots or the high-heeled shoes of Melly for the evening. Also thanks to Tim, the producer, to Mr. Stephen Neal, and, of course, to you guys for tuning in. We will see you on Thursday at 7 o'clock Central European time for the final 2 games in the up and downs. Who makes it into the WoT Pro League for Season 2? We'll find out then. Thanks for tuning in.